Hi there and welcome to Art Time with Anderson. We're going to show you today how to use a layer mask, make a selection, and then apply a layer mask. So we have a variety of different selection tools. We've got the marquee, the polygonal lasso, and the quick selection tool. Right now we're going to use the quick selection tool. The quick selection tool is pretty awesome. You can add to, subtract from, and the selection. You can change the size, hardness, and spacing. I'm going to go ahead and use the bracket keys, and it's pretty cool. I can just click on it and voila. What it does is it selects by color difference. So see, this little petal down here is a little bit smaller, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to zoom in. I've decided I actually want some of the stem and the leaves in here. But aha, look at that. It is selecting the grass in the background. So that's kind of a problem with the quick selection tool if you have things that are alike in color. So if I just wanted to get the rose, it's kind of set apart. I can make that a little bit bigger. Just click on it, click on it, click on it, and I can make a layer mask like that. And then boom, I just click on this little icon right here, add a vector mask, and what that does is that makes this little black and white layer mask right here where everything that is in white will appear, everything that is in black will be hidden. And then I just click right back on the eyeball to see it. So I like to option click right here and go ahead and come over here, and I'm going to just paint with black right here using the brush tool. Go to the normal brush tool here because I want to get rid of that for my final image. So just to show you what it looks like, if I take my black, my default colors here, if I just paint with the black brush tool, I have to click on the layer mask, and if I just paint with that black brush tool, it's going to disappear. If I hit switch to white, everything in the image is going to reappear. So that's what's called non-destructive editing there. So it's a pretty great tool. But I do want to get some of those leaves. So using that quick selection tool, what I can do when I take my original photo, I can actually come in here and just prop something up behind what I want to get a photo of. And that way, when I come to make my selections, just make this a little bigger, and voila. Make sure we're getting all of it. I can actually get in, I could have these leaves kind of floating. Now, it's selected this part of the black, which I don't love. So I'm just going to play around with my quick selection tool a little bit. See how I'm making it smaller and smaller? Just trying to get that one specific area that I want to get. And as with all of the selection tools, you can add and subtract from the selection just by clicking here on that polygonal lasso tool. I could just go ahead and use that to kind of edit in this area because it's pretty dark. So if that part's not working for me so great with the quick selection tool, I can just edit that selection. And the end goal here is to make a layer mask. Which involves non-destructive editing. Okay, so now I can zoom out. I've got my selection that I like right there, and I hit the layer mask, add vector mask right there, and I see that I've got that one little dark area that I forgot about, but no problem because I can just come in here and I can make that selection. This time I'm going to do add to selection. double click, and I'm just going to take the brush tool, hit B for brush tool, make sure that it is on black, so I'm just going to toggle between the two by hitting X, and I'm going to do that right there. Some of my selections, you'll notice, are a little bit hard, so if I want to come in there and refine these selections, I don't love how the leaves are. What I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on the layer mask and come right here. For some reason, this does not want to edit my edge. Ah, okay. I just found out why that was like that. I have a selection still. So I'm going to go ahead and hit deselect. I saw those little marching ants right there. Wouldn't let me edit my mask edge. So here I can come in and refine mask, and it can show you the edges of your selection. So I can do this a number of different ways. I can do it on black, on white. It depends upon whatever helps you see. I like the overlay a lot of the times, and then we can go ahead and smooth those edges out just so that you can see it a little bit better. Let's go to white, okay, and here we go. See, watch this edge area right here. When I smooth it out, it turns into a nice smooth selection, and I was particularly concerned with these leaves down here. I like that a lot better. I usually give it a 1 pixel feather. Hard to even see, but it just softens out that selection a little bit. If I feel like maybe there's too much of the flower selected, I don't like that little area of black, I could shift my edge in. And that shrinks down the selection a little bit, which I think I like. So I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm going to come back in to my vector mask here, option click, and I see that nice edge selection. If I want to see what the edge looked like before, I can just come back here. That was after I refined the mask, and we'll see it looks a lot better. Okay, that is how you add a vector mask to an image. I'm just going to click right back on the image, and then what you can do is those masks are linked to whatever the image is. So once you've created that vector mask, you can just do it straight onto that image, just like you see in the layers palette here, and then they're linked together and you can move them around and edit them as you wish. Thanks for watching.